All right, apprentices, welcome. So today, we are ditching the chaos. We're kicking guesswork to the curb, and we're gonna grab the controls of our marketing strategy. I want you to think of this explainer as your secret decoder ring, okay? We're gonna turn all that, dense classroom theory into actual real-world marketing wins. So let's just start with a really big question, one I bet you've wondered about. Is marketing just guessing? Are we just throwing spaghetti at a wall and, hoping something sticks? The answer, it's a hard no. Seriously. The pros, they don't guess. They strategize. They have secret weapons. And guess what? Today, you're getting the entire toolkit. Okay, let's get right into it. Your first, and honestly your most powerful tool is something called a SWOT analysis. Think of it like a diagnostic scan for any business out there. But, and this is a big but, here's a crucial warning. Your SWOT is only as good as the information you put into it. It means you gotta do your homework first. Stuff like a pestle analysis, where you're scanning the big picture political, economic, social, and tech trends. If you skip that research, you're not strategizing. You're just making stuff up. And nobody wants to eat a cake made with pickles and mustard, right? Okay, first up in SWOT is S for strengths. These are your company's internal superpowers. What do you guys absolutely nail? Is it a killer brand reputation? Maybe some insanely good tech? That's what goes here. All right, next up is W for weaknesses. And you gotta be brutally honest here. This is your kryptonite, the internal stuff that's holding you back. Maybe your website is kinda clunky or your team is stretched super thin. You've gotta get it on the board. Okay, then we look outside for O, opportunities. These are the golden chances just popping up in the market. Is there a new trend you can jump on? A competitor who's kind of fallen asleep at the wheel? That, my friends, is an opportunity. And finally, we've got T for threats. Just think of these as the banana peels of the business world. It could be a new competitor, some changing regulations, a bad economic forecast. You need to spot these things before you slip on them. And here's how it all comes together. See this? It's the classic 2x2 grid. Notice how your internal factors, your strengths and weaknesses, they're right there on the top row. And the external factors, the opportunities and threats, are on the bottom. It's awesome, because in just one glance, you get this powerful snapshot of exactly where you stand. So, what now? What do you do with this thing? Because let me tell you, a finished SWOT is not some trophy you just put on a shelf. Nope, it's the blueprint for your entire action plan. The real magic happens when you start connecting the dots, or, connecting the boxes. You start asking questions like, okay, how can we use our strengths to jump on these opportunities? That right there, that's how you set clear, killer campaign objectives that actually work. This whole analysis thing, it helps you take aim with laser precision. So, for example, your research might show that the number of retirees is growing fast, right? And your competitor analysis shows that, well, they're being completely ignored. Boom, you've just found a prime target for a brand new campaign. Okay, now for the really fun part. Your analysis doesn't just tell you who to talk to, it tells you how to talk to them. Should your campaign's vibe be all serious and professional, or maybe funny and a little bit cheeky? Your insights will give you the answer. I mean, just take the legendary Greg's vegan sausage roll launch. They knew their audience lived and breathed social media. So did they go with some stuffy old press release? No way. They adopted this cheeky, modern tone of voice that just felt totally at home online. And that one insight, it directly fueled their creative. They actually launched this parody video that treated the sausage roll like it was the next iPhone. I'm talking dramatic music, sleek visuals, the whole thing. It was hilarious, it was super shareable, and it was all a direct result of smart analysis. And this same logic, it applies to choosing your channels too. I mean, think about it. If your analysis shows your audience is all over Instagram and YouTube, but they literally never watch live TV, well, where do you think you should spend your money? It's about using data, so you're not just shouting into an empty room. But you gotta remember something really important here. This is not a one-and-done task. You can't just do strategy and then, forget about it. The market, your competitors, your customers, they are always changing. So you basically have two choices. You can have a static strategy, one that gets outdated really fast and basically becomes a fossil. Or you can build an agile strategy, one that's alive, it's constantly adapting, and it's always ready to pivot so you can win. And as an apprentice, this is where you shine. Your job is to be the eyes and ears of your team. You're on the front lines. You're perfectly positioned to spot the next big social media trend or a new move from a competitor. Your job is to bring those insights back to the team. That is how you become absolutely invaluable.
So, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Your company's next game-changing opportunity, its next vegan sausage roll, it's out there, right now, just waiting to be discovered. The only question is, will you have the strategic tools to be the one who spots it?